Welcome back to Ball Talk with me, Lewis Bryon, and today I'm joined once again by footballer Ken Charles and presenter Noah Jones. Boys, we're going to get straight into the Arsenal-Man City game, okay? That's going to be the main talking point. A lot happened. It was a bit of needle in that game. It was feisty, wasn't it? What was your immediate reaction after the game, your thoughts?
The immediate reaction after the game is tough because I was heartbroken. But if you get past that briefly, what a game of football. Football, like proper football rivalries now seem to be back. We've had years of Liverpool and Man City giving each other hugs and kisses after the game. And now we have a classic like Arsenal United title charge. I love it. Yeah,
it seems like the old sort of Arsenal United rivalry of sort of the mid 2000s, doesn't it? Yeah. Which is exciting. Like we've missed that bit of, like I said, bit of needle in games. Ken, what was your thought after the game?
Yeah, it was like Noah said, almost heartbreaking because it got to a point where I thought we'd done it. Like when Raya come out and caught that corner, I think that was in my head. I thought, yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
And then literally just switched off right at the end. But yeah, I mean, to go away at City and get a point in general is a good result, let alone 45 minutes with 10 men. So as much as the 3 points would have been huge, Arsenal can't be disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, before the game, Arsenal fans would have taken a point.
Yeah, exactly.
But would you have taken a point?
You want to win,
of course,
but you'd accept a point.
I mean, accept a point. We had no Odegaard.
That's
you can't
true,
be upset at going at City and getting a point.
Yeah,
like
fair.
Yeah, we would have taken it without Odegaard as well. So yeah, like it's just the fact that we was 10 seconds, 20 seconds from 3 points. That's makes what I mean. It harder to take. Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't have taken a point in the 97th minute when we were 2-1 up.
No, exactly.
And at half time, you probably take a point, being 10 men.
Yes. Yeah, it's mad.
Once the sending off happened, I'm thinking, like, this could be, like, at least get something out of this game now. Yeah, 45 minutes is a long time.
Yeah, mate, to be fair, we'll get onto that a bit later, but that was, in my opinion, even though we conceded, I'm very, pleasantly surprised with how well we defended and the effort everyone put in.
Best defence in Europe, right? Has to be.
Were you surprised by it though?
I was surprised that they didn't for 45 minutes. Yeah. That's a hard thing to do. 10 men down against the best team with the ball.
I'd argue we're probably the best team at doing that though.
Yeah,
like putting men behind the ball and just making sure no one gets a sniff.
Yeah, that's why I think Arsenal are so easy to hate for opposition fans. Because one week we're playing teams off the park, popping it round them. The next week we can sit in and hold off the best team in the world, nearly hold them off. So that's why it's like we get so much hate, I think.
Jealousy.
It is jealousy.
Stinks.
Let's talk about the ref. Okay, it was Michael Oliver, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The first incident was Trossard's second yellow, red card. For me, that shouldn't have been a second yellow at all. I think it's ridiculous. I think there was 0.7 seconds between the whistle being blown for the free kick and then him kicking the ball away in the direction the ball was going anyway.
Yeah.
Like I think the ref sort of seen the foul, weren't going to give the yellow, seen that kick away, and he's like, I've seen two things here. Yeah. I've got to give him a yellow.
Yeah. Can't not give it almost.
Yeah. Either of them on its own, he's not. I don't think he's giving it. I generally don't. But yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't know. Should a referee be going, that's half a yellow, that's half a yellow, so I'm giving you a yellow?
Yeah, he's never going to come out and say that. But
I know
to me, that's what it's looked like.
that, but to me, it's 100% that. And I don't know. Again, it comes back to consistency. Like Doku's kicked the ball away early in the same half, nothing. And Doku's one wasn't like as half a second after a foul or something. He knew exactly what he was doing.
This is my favourite thing about that one. People saying he passed it back. What opposition player has ever gone, here you go guys, have your free kick?
No.
Ridiculous.
No, exactly. So you could argue that's yellow. The thing is, I don't think people want to see yellow cards for that either. Like, I'm not sitting here thinking Doku should have got booked for that. But it's when you go and book Trossard in the same half for the same thing, then it's like, look, you have to be consistent. So
it's not like the thing I don't mind a yellow card being given for is, let's say Man City had the ball, got the ball down and were ready to play, and then Trossard jumps in front of it. Give a yellow card for that, because you've actually stopped the free kick, you've stopped play.
Yeah.
Not when he's tapped the ball away in the direction it was going, and also you can't change your action that quick. You can't change your foot. He's going for the ball, he's heard the thing, and it's just natural instinct to keep doing it. Yeah.
So it's like, what does the ref want him to do? Like,
have ultimate reactions to quickly change what he was thinking about in an intense game.
To not kick the ball, like it's ridiculous.
I have said that I think it is a second yellow, right? Because of, we're going to go back to this rules of the game.
Letter of the
right?
law, yeah.
You kick the ball away,
Holy shit.
second yellow, right? So, fine. That's a second yellow. But then, as you say, Doku gets yellow carded. Pedro gets yellow carded 3 weeks ago. 50 yellow cards a week, probably,
Yeah.
with people kicking the ball away. Bernardo Silva, we got a free kick, dribbled the ball 10 yards.
Yeah.
Because he's not picked it up and ran away with it,
Yeah.
which Saliba yellow carded for last week, he doesn't get it. So, I think that is most people's issues. That, fine, let's say Trossard is a yellow card. Why was there two not? He's not passed him back the ball. Oh, yeah, but he's dribbled it. He's not picked it up. It's the same thing. It's delaying the restart, which is apparently the issue. Trossard, Bernardo Silva was still on the floor. Didn't delay any restart.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have restarted yet.
Well, and also, I'm pretty sure it was the last action of the half, wasn't it?
The half was done.
So what have we stopped? We've stopped
Yeah.
them going into the... What have we actually stopped?
They wouldn't have completed an attack in that time either, if you think about it. So it's just nuts.
Having said that, Trossard was hyped.
He has no.
Everyone
hyped.
was. Did you see the first second of the game? From Havertz into Rodri.
Yeah,
I love that.
From a like Arsenal perspective, Trossard can't be doing that. Like,
Yeah.
especially after Rice has just been done.
But I
2
don't
weeks
think it's a
earlier.
conscious thing. I really didn't think.
No,
it was,
but you have to consciously think, I'm on a yellow now. All of this has to stop. Like,
Yeah.
He said he couldn't hear the whistle, didn't he? That's what he said to Arsenal teammates.
yeah, all of these things are valid. I'm just saying from a Arsenal perspective, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we can't keep giving referees a chance to give us those sort of yellows.
That's it, isn't
the
it?
thing.
Yeah. Boys, as footballers, do you wear grip socks?
Yeah, I do. I've always wore grip socks when I played, just to stop your foot sliding around in the boot. It makes a big difference compared to when you're wearing the standard long socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, they help massively in like preventing blisters and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
I think blisters is a massive thing. I've found that on hard AstroTurf. These have been an absolute godsend. And these are Fitnit grip socks. If you want to get your own, you can use code BT10 for 10% off. Head over there now and grab yourself some.
We'll stick with the ref. We'll go on to Arsenal's first goal. Calafiori, decent finish, by the way.
Wow.
Very good.
Serious finish.
Very
Like, they just sort of placed it very slow right in the corner. It was a good finish. But before that, ref sort of called Walker and who was it?
Saka, I think it was.
Walker and Saka in to have a little chat with them. And then he's basically allowed them probably, 10 seconds?
Yeah, well, they got back,
5-10 seconds to get back in position, and then we've gone and played. City fans are moaning that Walker didn't have time to get back in position. What are your thoughts on that?
This is the main thing that I was excited to address, right?
Yeah.
There's screenshots where, I can't remember who took the free kick, let's say it's Declan Rice, was about to take the free kick, right? So he's stepping up, about to kick the ball. Walker is in the back line. He's closer to his goal than Martinelli is. He is just deciding, I don't know if he was shouting at the ref or shouting at his teammates.
Ref, I think.
That's your fault.
It is his course. It's his
You're
fault.
back in
He
position.
wanted to be back and like literally facing
Set.
the ref and set before they played, which is
So no quick free kicks
Yes,
ever be
yeah.
taken ever again.
yeah.
It's like saying every time there's a set piece or a restart, we'll just let you all get back exactly where you want to be before we can go and start.
And there's an argument for people have been saying, and I think this is a very telling thing of if you played football before. People are saying he would have been man marking him.
No, he wouldn't.
No fullback is ever man marking the
he
winger
wouldn't.
on a free kick like that because then you leave a 20-yard hole in defence. He was back in position. He just decided to keep shouting at the ref, who'd already turned his back and had his whistle to his lips. As a player, as experienced as Kyle Walker, talk to the ref or your team after. Get back in position. You can see them taking the free kick. It's such a stupid argument that he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I think it's an embarrassing thing to argue from a team like City.
Yeah, from any like professional footballer, it is embarrassing that you're saying, right, I weren't ready to get back in position. Like, I wasn't ready. You guys were, but no, I weren't. But I also think a team like Man City, let's say it's during the game, if someone's out of position, you can always just cover for them.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? The rest of the team, what would you do if there was play? If it was in play?
And what did Martinelli actually do?
No,
he got down the
nothing.
line. Kyle Walker was there and he passed it back.
Yeah.
Nothing. Even if Kyle Walker was 10 yards back, Martinelli does the same thing.
Yeah.
It's an unreal finish. Like, it's not like a massive chance has come out of Kyle Walker being out of position. You know, it's Kyle Walker was probably 2 yards off of where he would have liked to have been because he was moaning, and then from that same action, we've scored an unreal goal, and it's like a chance to blame the goal, blame something for the goal. But I think it's a cheap argument, really.
Yeah. What about the added time? Obviously, I weren't too bothered with it. I thought it was pretty fair, but
In
some
the
people are
7
moaning.
minutes at the end.
He's give like it was 7 minutes added on, wasn't it? But obviously he's gone over to 9.
That happens. Like, I think right at the start of the added time, something happened.
There's a little delay,
someone went down.
Timber went down.
Yeah, and then we done that sub. So, you know, in those games when you get 7 minutes, you're always gonna go 1 minute over.
Yeah, I don't really get the Arsenal fans moaning about the time because, as a lot of teams do, time wasting is a thing.
We done it a lot. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Arsenal did it a lot in the second half and in the added time.
Yeah.
So
The added time is not an issue for me. It's people saying you had 3 players go down pretend to be injured. They all went off. We bought a 17-year-old on that's not played in the Premier yet.
Yeah.
We bought Ben White, who was injured on. If we were faking injuries, we wouldn't be stupid enough to then bring them players on.
No. Time wasting is when that player goes down, comes off, has a drink, and then comes back on.
Yeah.
They've all come off, so they were hurt or tired or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely not time wasting.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. There was a lot of fouls. Like I said at the start, there was a lot of needle in the game. I mean, first 5-10 minutes, there'd been 3 people. I think Rodri was down twice. Someone else went down. Are you happy that Arsenal was showing it? Like Arsenal showed a good amount of fight, like a real battle against City.
I love it. It's now no one can now say. It used to be we've got no backbone. No one said that in 2 years.
Yeah, it's true.
Because we have a backbone now. And I think all the Rodri in the first 5 seconds, in my opinion, he stepped across Havertz. Havertz ran into him, right? They've both done something. In a game like that, Rodri, stand up. Say like, didn't. Do you know what I mean? Get into it straight away.
He's lost the mental battle early on.
What do you think you're going to gain from throwing yourself on?
That's what I mean.
That? Like, it was never like a card.
You stepped across.
But that's what he's looking for. He's looking for a card.
It never was. So
no.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that we're showing a bit of.
We've been like that for a while though. It's nothing new anymore. Like you're not surprised by it, but it's massive because back in the day we played good football. But
can you imagine that game 2 years ago? 10 men.
Yeah.
That would have been 6-1.
Yeah, no, we would have been battered, and that's also due to the tactics, I think, which we'll get on into a sec. But with like us giving them a bit more pushing and pulling, I think that against a team like City, where man for man they've got better players than us, I think they're the best team in the world man for man. So if you're going to allow players like Rodri to play their own game and dictate the game, they're going to win. So you've got to do something that's going to throw them off their game, like the first minute, maybe giving Rodri a little push, or being a bit more aggressive. You know, same with Haaland. Like Gabriel and Haaland, you can't allow him to feel comfortable at any point during the game. Otherwise, they will win.
For me, Haaland's antics show that at the end his head was gone during that game. He knows he can't really get the best out of them. Like I know he scored and it was a very decent goal. He took his chance yesterday, but in his last 4 or 5 encounters with them two, he's had zero joy. And other than the goal on Sunday, again, he had zero joy. In the second half, he probably had the same amount of touches as Havertz, even though they had 85% possession. So that tells me that like throwing the ball at Gabriel's head when he's not looking, or like
why would he do that if he's got one up on him?
Telling Arteta to stay humble. Like it was 2-2.
Yeah,
you guys scored a last minute equaliser against 10 men. And he's moving like they battered us, or they just got the winner at the end. So that tells me we're in their heads.
Can you imagine if we scored a last minute equaliser? One, celebrate, which we've been told we can't do. Two, and then if we scored an equaliser and Ben White threw the ball at someone's head, mate, people would be calling the police on him.
Yeah.
If someone
Ben White would be arrested. He actually would be arrested.
But if Jesus said to Guardiola, "Stay humble," a 40-whatever-year-old man.
Oh
my God, he'd get
everyone
ruined.
Would be like, who do we think we are? Like we just got a draw.
But everyone's already forgotten about it.
We're celebrating a draw.
Yeah.
We've been told off for celebrating draws last year, by the way. I'm pretty sure we were celebrating a draw. Maybe was it a City or something, and then someone told us we're celebrating too much.
The Bournemouth win, was it 2 seasons ago when we won last minute? We got told we over celebrated. Yeah. just pick and choose.
I know. Yeah, it's mad. I do feel like. I don't know if it is. I do feel like people do love to hate Arsenal, though.
Yeah, people hate Arsenal. I've said it before. It's probably the most.
And this whole
they hate Arsenal. They hate Arsenal fans. It's mad.
Yeah. This whole thing saying like, you're victims because you say if it was Arsenal. I love that stuff. I found it really fun. Obviously at the time I was like, you're a mug. When he threw the ball at his head, I think it's quite funny. Like stay humble.
No,
it makes
in
no
general,
sense,
it's funny,
but it's quite good. I like it. It's aggressive. It's competitive. It shows they're annoyed. But when we do it, we're idiots and we're losers and we're embarrassing. Do you know what I mean?
And also, there's proof that Arsenal have rattled the fan base, like other fan bases in the league, because they're even. Do you see the memes with Arteta saying, "Oh, Arteta's Pulis" or something like that? Which, as I said at the start, that's a compliment in my eyes, because he's Pulis, but he's also Wenger.
Pulis, exactly.
Like he's got them both.
Yeah.
So Pulis was a good manager of what he done. Arteta can just use that when he wants.
Whatever we do will be hated.
I was just about to say, if we play well and we play nice football, and then you only won 2-0, or you lose. If we play defensively, again, I think the internet is a place full of people that might not have played football. It's called tactics.
Yeah.
You need. We're 10. If anyone is sat there saying, "Oh, you should have kept going for it," with 10 men against the best team in the world, you are an idiot.
They haven't got a clue about football. What else are you meant to do? 10 men second half against City. Go all out attack.
We would sit in very deep. If we were any higher, that's when the gaps would appear. Mm-hmm. All they could do was play it side to side and have the occasional shot from the edge of the box from Ruben Diaz.
Yes.
Just let them do that all half.
100 to win a game of football. This is like you would not be ashamed of playing that way if that gets you a win.
And in the first half, we didn't do that at all.
That's the thing.
We were 2-1 up, so you can't park the bus in the first half and go 2-1 up against it. Do you know what I mean? So
1-0 down
it's just,
and go 2-1
exactly.
up. Like, it's to be honest, no one that understands football is saying any of this stuff. Like everyone that understands football would pretty much compliment Arsenal and say that was an unreal shift in the second half.
Pep did that after the game. I think he was very complimentary after the game, but I think that's almost like when you're complimentary of someone, it's almost saying we're still above you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know, like Haaland was throwing the ball. To me, that shows that
his head's gone.
Yeah, his head's gone. You wouldn't do that if I knew I got the better of you that game. I wouldn't throw the ball at you.
Yeah.
Whereas Pep's trying to say, right, we're still better than you. You've done well. You're very good. If he really thought Arsenal were better than us, I think he would have given us a little.
I'm a bit of both.
Some of the players did that.
Yeah.
Like some of the players were saying we just come and sit behind the ball.
That's what I mean.
Like
but the
players feel like
that. But Pep's trying to portray the image that City are still.
Yeah. I do think I agree, but I do think he was slightly a bit like, oh shit, they're pretty good now.
Yeah. Which is my point. Which is why I think he said that. Whether he believes it.
I think if you're Pep, you look around and say fuck. Like they can do that. We can
best
think about it. Take out the goal. That wasn't even a game where you say we got lucky, they missed a chance or anything. Like we pretty much gave them nothing in that second half.
Yeah.
And that's a Pep team that are built to unlock low blocks. They do that every single week against every opponent.
That's a good point.
But they couldn't do that to Arsenal's low block. So he must have thought in his head, like, what do we do here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who do you reckon standout player for you for Arsenal was?
This is a funny one because there's a stat that Timber and Havertz, the first players on record since 2003, 2004, that 89 plus minutes didn't complete a single pass.
Really?
Timber attempted 6. Now good. Someone said, some people are saying he attempted 7, he got 1. Havertz attempted 5 and got none. But Timber was quality.
Timber was honestly,
good.
That's the best I've seen him play. He's so much better on the right, and defensively he's solid.
Well,
he's so good.
Now brings up another conundrum, doesn't it?
Yeah. What, Ben White?
Ben White.
Yeah, but I love Ben White as well.
Calafiori was quality as well.
It's good problems to have.
100%.
Very good problems to have.
Because you've got so many games, man. Like we played Champions League on Thursday.
Yeah.
People forget that.
Bolton, is that tomorrow?
Yeah, obviously that's a game where I assume he makes a lot of changes, but there's so many games. Like you have to have these problems. You can't be going into games thinking, right, we've got right back, left back, and if anything happens, that's it. Like it's a good headache to have.
We need that. We need that
more
in midfield.
In midfield and more positions. But yeah, I just think the other day was a massive point. As much as 3 points have been huge, just think like Odegaard's got to come back, Marino's got to come back.
Yeah,
like we're not where Arteta squad wise, anyways. You could say the same for City, but we haven't got everything to our disposal yet. So it would have been an easy game to just go and lose and use those as excuses.
Mm-hmm. I want to shout out Jesus as well in the last 10 minutes. On playing left back,
taking the ball off.
But I think it was 3 times in a row. Bernardo Silva.
I know.
Done.
This is why I said the other day. He's all round football.
Yeah, but so he's so good at. I literally said this when I was watching the game as well. He's so good at taking the ball off him. Okay, but then in the areas where he is, there was one time where he took the ball off Bernardo Silva. Like everyone was knackered. He could have just cleared it up the pitch.
Yeah.
He went and had a few touches, tried to stop it in our corner. They ended up getting. He gave away a corner. But That's just, you need to be smarter.
He tried to protect, like he didn't try to give away the corner.
Yeah,
He tried
but
I also do think that was a foul, but
no, but it was a
Plus
poor
that,
decision. It was poor
I think it was
decision,
a
poor
foul.
decision to then lead to giving away
I
the
know what
corner.
you're saying, but in another, like you could say that's a foul, and then he's one of, like if he wins that foul there,
which it probably is a foul.
he buys us 30 seconds to take the free kick, and do you know what I mean? So
but
I
he could have
wouldn't-
bought
I
us that
wouldn't kill
time.
him.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't kill him. But if they scored from that,
the
if they scored
clearances
from that
don't bring
corner,
us that much either.
yeah.
Like, that as soon as we did that, there was
It was
straight
annoying
back
every
on.
time we cleared it.
Yeah, because it was like, okay,
But
cool,
it's
they
the set
get the
pieces
ball.
you want to avoid.
Yeah.
True, but
I get it.
I think we're very comfortable with them.
Well, that's how we conceded, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because we switched off from the short. I understand, but like in terms of actual direct corners, we were comfy with those.
Also, that switching off, we switched off on the short corner 100%. But then a ball to the edge of the box and a pinballing deflected. Like, I don't think we switched off enough to say it was like our fault 100%. It was a lucky goal.
You could say that, but I just think once you allow, as soon as I seen Grealish there, I'm like, this is
the short corner.
You can't allow a City player to be inside your penalty box with all your players in. Like something's gonna happen.
Yeah,
like something dangerous. Like,
but you know what's funny? No Arsenal players are saying you've got to let us get set. Ref, you can't. You've got to let us get set for the corner.
You can't. It's football, isn't it? They Grealish ran and took the corner straight away, which is literally smart from him.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Well, let's leave the City Arsenal talk now. We'll go on to next week's game. We're playing Leicester at the Emirates, 3 p.m. kickoff. Should be an easier game. You know, these are the ones where you can get little slip ups where you've gone from a big, intense environment and it's maybe, you know, overlooking them. Like it's easy to do subconsciously, overlook these teams. Do you think it will be any cause for concern?
It shouldn't be. I think the only thing that causes me concern is fitness levels. So we played City on Sunday, horrible game. Bolton Wednesday in the cup, which I'm sure he'll rotate, which is good.
A lot of players,
and then Saturday at 3, there's only a couple of days of recovery, fitness, training to get back. So, I mean, look, let's be completely real. We should beat them, obviously. I always have a little bit of worry about the newly promoted teams, but I don't know if we're past that point yet because
I think
they've not been playing great.
Yeah, I think we probably are. If you don't want to play them first necessarily and stuff, but
as you saw with Tottenham.
Yeah, but I think we're probably at the point where that newly promoted thing shouldn't
died
affect
off.
us. Yes, as long as we turn up with the right mindset, which I think we do now. Like the last couple of seasons, all them kind of games. Like we used to be a team where we might, I don't know, put on a massive shift in a big game and then like at home or away to a smaller team, just throw it away. I think we're past that. We've shown that, especially last season, that we just usually get a comfortable result. So I hope I don't regret saying that, but I expect them to do the job comfortably on Saturday.
Do you think the Man City game can only help our mental?
Absolutely.
The mental, yeah, but them games will take so much out of the players, especially the midfield, like the fullbacks in the midfield. Centre halves are kind of just it's more mental from centre halves.
Concentration.
But you look at Declan Rice and Havertz, they were doing doggies for that whole 45 minutes.
Left, right, up, down, like all game.
Like, you don't realise how much they would have been dead. Yeah, they are. But that they need to not play at all.
Partey's legs held up, by the way.
Yeah, they did.
Like I was worried for him like, during the game, but he looked fine right up until the end.
I was ready to slate him because I think in the past couple of games at Atalanta, he's not been great, but he was good. He was good. Yeah.
I think it helped that it wasn't end to end though. Like although
it's a different type.
It's a different type of thing. He was almost sitting just with the centre halves at the end, wasn't he? Like, and it was Rice and Havertz, and he'd come out very rarely.
Are we worried about White had a knock before the game, Timber going off with a knock, people limping off in the City game?
I don't know what happened to White. Timbers, I think, was just fatigue.
He's just cramped.
He's literally just come back for an ACL. He still hasn't had that many games, and that's one of the worst games you can play if you're not 100%. So I assume he's just tired.
Yeah.
Anyone else? What was Saka?
Saka went off half time, but
was that tactical?
It's just
it might have been tactical,
permanent limp in it. That's what you come off. No, but I don't think we should be worried with too worried with the injuries. As long as we need to just pretty much play a different 8 or 9 players against Bolton.
We play the under-16s.
We actually do. Do you think a lot of them players that played against City will play against Bolton?
Not a lot.
The thing is, I wouldn't put it past Arteta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of them will. But I think you'll see. I think you might see against Bolton, Sterling left, Jesus right, Waneri in the middle, Jorginho at the back.
That's already 4 players.
You've got Miles Lewis Skelly at the back.
Centre halves I can see playing though.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want them to play.
Yeah.
But
Oh well. Oh well.
Ain't got a choice, have we?
I think
lads?
we should turn over Bolton, man. Come on, if you can't turn
And
over
Leicester,
Bolton.
like we should. Like I don't think we're being arrogant here,
Yeah.
saying we should beat them both.
But I mean, we should turn over Bolton with a weakened side.
Yeah.
Leicester will need everyone.
Yeah.
Bolton, we should, like, even if you have literally, like you said, Jesus, Sterling, Nwaneri, Jorginho,
Quality, right?
and then kids,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you should still beat Bolton.
Yeah. With Leicester, who do you think there's any players we got to worry about? Or it's more just focus on yourself for that game?
Focus
Jamie
on
Vardy,
yourself.
can we
but
still worry about?
Jamie Vardy loves
Did you
the
see his
Emirates,
goal the
doesn't
other day? He's still like,
Yeah.
if he gets a
It's
chance,
insane.
if he gets in, just got to concentrate.
He does do well at the Emirates, Vardy.
Yeah, he's
I'm always worried about him because he's shit out. So like,
Yeah.
if he does score against you,
he's
you're gonna know.
Yeah.
But no, we should be fine, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we
what
should.
more can you say? I don't
Yeah.
want to preempt it too much and come off with egg on my
No,
face. But
no second yellows for kicking the ball
Oh,
away.
yeah.
None of that stuff.
just
like,
gotta
if you just
stop that now,
concentrate. Yeah, 'cause
Arteta would
that's what I'm
cancel
saying.
someone's contract.
Yeah,
if
it's
they did
like,
that.
come on, like, stop giving referees a chance and stuff. And
Are you-
then we should.
Are you playing the same team that we played against City? Obviously, no Odegaard still. He's out for 2 months.
Probably.
Same team, yeah? What, Timber? Are we going Ben White back in?
It depends.
that's
I don't know
it.
what's happened to Ben White. It's hard for us to say. Like, we don't know
If
if,
he's
it's
back-
a knock. Is it full?
If he's back against the Leicester, I think it should be a Ben White Timber, like either side. Ben White right, Timber left. So it's a bit more attacking than Calafiori.
Yeah.
Even though he scored, but
No, it's a good goal, but yeah, it would be more attacking.
yeah. And then other
Zinchenko?
than that, let's
He
settle.
can play against Bolton, right? He can play against Bolton.
Yeah, yes, good
There
shout.
we go.
And then what? We keep the rest of the team the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, the midfield.
Because we still don't know when Marino and Odegaard are back, do we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Definitely not
well,
now.
Not now. So same midfield,
yeah.
front three.
I would like to see Nwaneri.
Well, start against Leicester. Really?
If there's a game that you're starting him
Nah, you
in,
got to start against Bolton, and we'll see first.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, okay, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I just think with the hangover from City, if there's a game to start him, it's a game like this. I
Yeah,
like Tim. I think he's a good player. I like Tim.
yeah.
Nah, he's good. He's good.
And then
for
front
sure.
three, we go Saka, Havertz, and
To be fair, Trossard missed that game, will he?
Martinelli.
No, he.
No, he misses
I'm
Bolton.
pretty sure he can
Oh, that's
service ban
unreal.
against Bolton.
Yeah, misses
That's
Bolton.
unreal.
He's unreal. Yeah, this is the thing here, Martinelli.
Huh?
Martinelli,
What about him?
I thought he was good.
Good.
First half, he was decent.
good,
Yeah.
but he's still. I know he got on assist.
Trossard was. What did you think of Trossard? I thought he was poor, man.
I mean, he was like a
Poor
pit
on the
bull. He
ball.
was so hyped.
Yeah.
He was always. If he stayed on, he was getting sent off. Whatever.
But on the ball,
It's
he's just like.
disappointing though because he's experienced. Like,
Yeah.
like I know big games you got to be sort of up for in that, but you've got to still have an ice head.
100%.
Like, come on, man. Like, he
Yeah.
asked for that second yellow as much as we're complaining
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
He asked for it because the tackle was. I thought it was the tackle first. Even the tackle was unnecessary on a yellow card. You know what I mean?
Especially at
What are
that
you
point
doing?
where
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
hard to
give him a
control.
set
It's hard to
piece.
control your emotions in that. And the
But that's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
an experienced player.
It's game state, isn't it?
Yeah.
Last
This is the
minute
type
of the
of
first
thing where
half.
if you started in Nwaneri and then he did that, we'd be like, he's young.
yeah, but I don't think. I think experience, like, if when the games are that like that, I don't think the experience counts for, like, obviously counts for
don't get
loads.
sent off though.
I just don't think anyone was.
He
as
didn't
heated
try
as
and
him.
get sent off, did
I
he?
don't think anyone was as heated as him. He looked like he was on something. He was going.
I just want to
crazy.
see a different mindset
Yeah.
when you're on a yellow from a
Okay.
player.
What-
Like you got to remember now, I'm on a yellow.
So midfield, we go in. This is against Leicester. We'll just do the rest of our team. So Partey, Rice, Trossard.
Trossard will be back. So
Yeah, and Trossard and Havertz sort of. They're almost like a
you're
two,
not
aren't
saying,
they?
you're saying no.
I don't like Trossard in midfield.
Yeah.
I don't think he has the. I think it's quality. I've said it.
It's almost
many
like
times.
4-2-4 we play though.
Yeah, 100%. But when you need him back in those pockets where the ball's getting turned over and we're defending, he can't seem to.
Not
get
even
out of
against
them.
Leicester though.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say.
Yeah, maybe against Leicester. Yeah.
Plus, you get better at that if you.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was
that's
his
true.
first game in there. If he plays 2-3, he'll adapt to it.
And then we comfortable with Martinelli, Havertz, Saka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your predictions? Goal scorers. I'm gonna go
4-0.
Okay. I'm going 3-0.
The thing is,
They're
I
not
can-
scoring against us, man.
I can see it being like a 2-0 or like a 5-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, those are our two scorelines.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we just comfy 2-0 or like literally smashed them. But I'm going to say 2-0.
2-0. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goal scorers?
Oh,
Saka's
Gabriel.
due a goal.
Gabriel.
Header.
What,
It'll
3
be
in a
another
row?
corner here.
Saka, no, Saka's due a goal. I think he's
Yeah.
going to get 2. Sterling come on and
Havertz is
score.
due a goal.
I've said it every single week. Please, Martinelli, just score.
Yeah.
I'm putting
If you
it-
say
I'm
the
putting
same
it in.
3 every time, then it'll come
Saka,
true
Havertz,
once.
Martinelli. Yeah, always.
Yeah. Who'd you say?
Havertz and Saka.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. We'll see how they get on Saturday, and then see how our predictions come in.
We could look
That
stupid here.
stinks of an L.